Ever wonder what happens when the state passes a $61 billion budget? More importantly, what does any of that have to do with your child's care, your tuition bill, or that long wait list you may have heard about? Well, let's break it down quick, clear, and with as little jargon as possible. This is Summer School, Early Ed Edition, and up first is Massachusetts FY26 state budget. Think of the state budget like a giant family budget, but with way more zeros. The state collects money, mostly from taxes, and then decides how to spend it. That could be K through 12 education, healthcare, roads, and yes, childcare. Now, we put this money into three main pots. The general fund, that's where most tax revenue goes. The fair share surtax, that's the millionaire's tax you may have heard about, and U.S. federal funds. So in FY26, the state is spending $61 billion total, and about $1.7 billion goes to early education and care. That's just under 3%. So what's actually funded in early ed? There is childcare financial assistance, which is funded at $1.06 billion. Now, this helps low income and working families pay for childcare and the providers who provide that care. Then you have C3 grants. That's funded at $475 million. This helps keep programs open and educators paid. Think electricity, rent, staff, the basic operational cost. Then there's educator scholarships and loan forgiveness. That's funded at $22 million. This helps early educators get credentials and pay down any debt they may have incurred while doing so. Then we have $20 million that goes towards Head Start. Now, Head Start is a federal program, but Massachusetts supplements that with $20 million. And this is a critical federal early childhood program that serves children from birth through 5. Then we have pre-K expansion called CPPI. Now we have $20.5 million in funds to help towns expand access to preschool. You might be wondering, was there any progress in this budget? Here's the thing. A lot of this year's budget keeps funding flat, even while costs for providers has gone up. In this political climate, a lot of us consider that a win. But it does mean that many programs will maintain current services but won't be able to grow, and we're not making a dent in that 30,000 child wait list for affordable care. So how does this budget affect you? Well, if you're an educator, you may benefit from continued grants and scholarships, but salaries might stay flat and due to C3 funding. If you're a family, that means more stable support if you're already receiving assistance, but new families may still be stuck on wait list. And if you're a provider, C3 grants are helping to keep the lights on, but they just don't stretch as far as they used to. So, maybe no major expansions or big raises. So now let's talk about some wins and some missed opportunities or some opportunities for growth in the future. Let's talk about the wins first. $1.06 billion for child care financial assistance, scholarships and debt relief for early educators, state support for Head Start, and pre-K expansion for cities and towns. This is helping serve more families. But there are some missed opportunities. There was no big investment in clearing the wait list. The funding stays flat and costs continue to rise, and there's minimal salary growth for the workforce that powers this entire sector. So, what can you do? I might sound like a broken record here because we all want better care for our kids, we want fair pay for teachers, and we want budgets that reflect our values. So, here's some things you can do. You can share this video. You can call your legislators and ask them to fund more in the next budget, and let them know how this budget is impacting you. Vote in your local elections, and always talk to other families and educators about what's at stake and why this is so important. I know this stuff can feel like overwhelming and really big sometimes, but that's why we're here, to help break it down. So visit us at neighborhoodvillages.org. Follow us on social media for more resources and videos that are helping to just break it down and making it a little bit more digestible for you. We do this because we understand that the budget is power and our kids are worth the investment. So, see you next time